All right, welcome to the Virtue Bowling Supply YouTube channel, your go-to place for non-staff, non-biased, multi-style reviews. My name is Chris, and I will be bringing a high-rev perspective.
And my name is Josh, and I will be bringing a low-rev perspective.
All right, today we're going to be throwing 10 shots with the brand new RotoGrip RST Hyperdrive and the brand new Brunswick Hypnotize, picking one winner that we would most likely add to our bag and explain why.
So make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you out on the lanes.
All right, after seeing both of these balls go down the lane, I think the Hyperdrive is quite a bit earlier and smoother than the Hypnotize is. I think with a little bit of surface, maybe the Hypnotize could fit a similar part of the bag as the RST. The Hypnotize isn't the most angular bowling ball, but you could definitely tell it was a lot more down lane than the RST was. Both of them playing a little bit straighter. The RST really wanted to get off spot just because of how early it was. So I had to move quite a bit further left. I think the Hypnotize, I could kind of play that same spot where it didn't see it as early and kind of use some speed and get it through that part of the lane. But I moved a little bit further left and kind of had over-under ball reaction with the Hypnotize, as where the RST, I never really saw it not dig and hook. The RST, I could get it to the friction, and it was round and smooth enough, but it was actually angular enough to go through the pins. But the Hypnotize, when I got it to the friction, there were a couple times where it missed the spot, and a couple times when I got it a little too slow, it was like really angular compared to the RST. So overall, I think the RST is just a little bit earlier and smoother. And a little bit better of a shape that I like to see here. All right, overall, I think I liked the RST Hyperdrive shape a little bit more. And with the amount of oil that a lot of us bowl on nowadays, I think the RST could actually get a lot more use and be a lot more versatile, especially on the fresh. So I'm gonna have to, for the winner of this, I'm gonna have to pick the RST Hyperdrive.
Just through the RotoGrip RST Hyperdrive and the Brunswick Hypnotize side by side, you can see how these balls were a little bit different. The Hypnotize wanted to be a little cleaner than that Hyperdrive, but they still kind of gave a similar shape going once it hit the end of the pattern, continuing through the pins. I overall started a little straighter, and both times I missed right, both balls hooked, which didn't really give me any information. But when I did miss inside, I noticed that the Hypnotize was a little bit more trustworthy coming off the end of the pattern, where the Hyperdrive was a little bit more forward and didn't want to go as hard. As I moved a little bit further left and steepened the angles just slightly, I still noticed that the Hypnotize gave me a more predictable shape, just because it was a little cleaner. But I think the Hyperdrive, for what we're bowling on right now, was just a little too forward, a little too early, and too responsive to friction when I got it there. Not responsive enough if I didn't get it there. But overall, the Hypnotize gave me a more blendable shape for what we're bowling on right now. Final thoughts on these two rocks. Like I said, said, the Hypnotize was a hair cleaner than that Hyperdrive, but for what we're bowling on right now, I'm gonna have to pick that Hypnotize. I think that ball just gave me a more predictable shape and blended the lane out a lot better than the Hyperdrive, and it just was continuous through the pins as well. And for that reason, that's gonna be the winner today for me.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video useful, please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.